I really don't like the kitchen. I have to figure out how I'm going to do this. Welcome, bienvenidos, Usaka Cabo. And today is a chill little live stream. I'm not going to use it as a test to find out if you guys are getting the notifications or not. I am going to post on Twitter if Twitter allows. And yes, we're going to get into it in a minute. And no, we don't have a. And this was my mistake because what I was going to do is I was going to go to what do you call it? The other site. My brain's not working today, so you'll have to. I apologize. But I was going to go to StreamYard so that I could go ahead and show you what I was looking at from my screen. But of course, my brain's not working, so. So let me share the link. The pinned comment is the link to the link tree. Yes, that's redundant. And the reason why I wanted to do it in StreamYard was because I wanted to show you what I was looking at. But then I decided I'm late. It is what it is. I'm in the middle of a flare up and I realized, oh crap, I have exactly 8 minutes to go and get water, sit down, figure out how to accommodate myself because my knee's killing me, my leg is killing me, and then start the thing. And when I finished doing the notes on, yeah, it was 4. Hi, Melissa. What happened on? Hi, Millie. I read your comment. I just didn't have a chance to answer you because that's when I realized, oh crap. All right. So, where do you want me to start? Do you want me to start with the obvious suspects, Twitter? Because yesterday was quite the meltdown for Twitter. Let's keep it real. And then they made an announcement that made everything worse, in my opinion. And I am considering if I'm going to make a video on this. Just in case you don't know, yesterday I released a video. Today I released a video. There's a big possibility that while I'm making dinner for my family, I'm going to cut together a little video about the Twitter situation. If it doesn't come out tomorrow, I'll come back. It'll come out on Saturday. I missed some ish. I was playing video games. Yes, you were. But you did good by getting out. Because those people you showed me were still arguing like late into the night. All right, so let's start from the beginning. Let me see if I still have the screenshot because I know I have it on the computer, but I don't think I still have it on the phone. Although I do believe that I took a different one from the phone when it happened. No, 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 no. Wow, I took a lot of screenshots last night from that particular battle. No. This is funny. Before I get into the Twitter situation, let me explain something to you. Now, keep in mind that I am not, full disclosure, I am not a Roberto Clemente fan, in case you haven't figured it out by now because you haven't been here before. I am not a Roberto Clemente fan at all. Hey, Lily. And it has nothing to do with his career in baseball. I think that's admirable. I think that when he came up the ranks, it was very hard for any Latino, let alone a black one, to become a superstar, and he definitely was. And let's just say that there are some aspects of the situation, including his stubbornness at leaving when he did, which is why the plane crashed to begin with, because they had told him there was bad weather and maybe we should wait until, nope, I gotta go now. I gotta go now. And well, he never made it. So I'm not gonna get into this history, but the screenshot that I just showed you said, breaking news, Duval County schools have banned a biography book on our hero Roberto Clemente. Clearly because he's black, because there's no other reason for it to to happen, right? And the reason why I thought it was funny and interesting and whatnot is because, in case you don't know, um, I personally been screaming from the rooftops that the governor of the state of Florida is a nasty piece of crap. And the first people that voted for him were Latinos, especially Puerto Ricans that moved here since Maria. Well, you get what you pay for. I'm just saying. So yesterday, when I went online through the phone, I would get this message. It was an error message. Okay. When I did it through the computer, it said that I had gone over my limit of messages for the day, which made me open a screen. And this is if you were trying to, that was a personal message. If you were trying to send a tweet, it will give you a tweet not saying we're sorry, blah, blah, blah. Would you like to retry? Blah, blah, blah. Actually, you know what? Here we go. You are over your limit sending tweets. I don't know if you can read it, but that's what that little pink sign says there, okay? I'm trying to see, and so I decided to open because it would say show more, and I went ahead and I opened this, which in case you can't see, freak, about Twitter limits. And I'm going to read you the limits because this is going to be important for what I'm about to tell you later. What? What did I do? I almost sent Madonna a nasty tweet. She needs to okay, I don't know what happened, so I'm not gonna get into that. But about Twitter limits, why have limits? Limits alleviate some of the strain on the behind the scenes part of Twitter and reduce downtime and error pages. For the sake of reliability, we've placed some limits on the account actions below. Current Twitter limits. This was as of, I don't know when I took this screenshot. Hold on, let me see. Oh crap. Now I closed the whole thing, so I have to go back. But I took that when it happened. Why aren't you showing me? Oh, here we go. I took it when it happened, and it was at 5:39 p.m., okay? And it says current Twitter limits as of 5:39 p.m. Eastern Standard Time yesterday. The current technical limits for accounts are direct messages daily. The limit is 500 messages sent per day. Tweets, 2,400 per day. The daily update limit is further broken down into smaller limits for semi-hourly intervals. Retweets are counted as tweets. What this is actually referring to is the fact that if you try to send the same worded tweet right after, you know how sometimes the computer or the phone will tell you that it didn't send and you press again and it says, but you already said that. If you wait half an hour and then post it will post, by the way. Changes to account email 4 per hour. Following daily, the technical follow limit is 400 per day. Please note that this is a technical account limit only, and there are additional rules prohibiting aggressive following behavior. Following account base. Once an account is following 5,000 other accounts, additional follow attempts are limited by account specific ratios, which is their way of telling you that if you have 10,000 subscribers, you can only subscribe to like 1,000 a day. And it keeps going up depending on how many, because it's a percentage and not an actual number. Now, you all will remember that's what they said, yes? Because you DM me and had no idea Twitter was done, so I went through a rabbit hole to see what was wrong. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they always had those limits. The limits that they're talking about on that particular page that I just read you is part of terms of service, has always been there, okay? In fact, I didn't even know I had a 2,400. I thought it was less. And keep in mind that I don't know about you, but me personally, I don't ever tweet 2,400 times a day. That would mean, keep in mind, think about this for a second. 2,400 tweets a day means what? 100 per hour. and you would have to basically tweet 100 per hour, meaning all 24 hours of the day. I'm sorry, I'm sleeping. Like when I finish this live stream, my leg is hurting so bad, I'm going to go lay down and then I'm going to cook my dinner, my family dinner. I don't have time for Twitter. So then I know some people can, especially when you're in conversations with other people. But remember what I told you last night? Did I tell you that last night or what? Now I'm keep trying to remember. I think it was you that I told last night. It was either you or Molly. By the way, Molly's not available at the moment and she'll be back soon. I'm not going to say any specifics because she hasn't given me permission to say anything. When you're in a specific conversation, yeah, you can post like 100 in 5 minutes if you want to, because you're answering people and you're retweeting and that counts as a tweet and all this other stuff. I'm not saying you can't do it, but the people who do that are people that spend more time on Twitter than I am willing to give time for it. Does that make sense? Millie, you should know this because you should have seen the video I posted last night on Patreon. I'm just saying. I know. I know. So let's recap. All of a sudden, I can't tweet. In fact, I went to Post because I have an account in Post, and there were people talking about it. And of course, there were people saying, "I don't know why you're still on Twitter," blah blah blah. And I'm like, I am not killing my account on Twitter until this ends, because if somebody rescues the bird, we might be able to save the accounts and go back to normal. If this keeps going the way it's going, no, nobody's going to save the bird, but I'm just saying, okay? I was playing video games, still am. I'll get there to Patreon. Okay. No, it's okay because I'm going to make it public. And as soon as this is over, I'm going to make it public. So what happened? Nobody could send messages to anybody else. Some people were able to program them for later and then they would show up. But the average person didn't have access to anything. No DMs, no tweets. The only thing you could do was like. That was the only thing I was allowed to do, not even a retweet. So, Twitter development posted this. Oh, crap. Okay, and I'm going to read you the whole thread. We have been busy with some updates to the Twitter API. By the way, this was like, what time was this? This was at 8:05 p.m. Remember, I found out I was not able to send tweets at 5:39. Twitter development posted this at sometime around 8, okay? It might have been sooner than that, but this is when I found out. We have been busy with some updates to the Twitter API so you can continue to build and innovate with us. We're excited to announce an extension of the current free Twitter API access through February 13. Here's what we're shipping then. Now, keep in mind, I don't know what Twitter API is. Because I decided I wanted to do the research with you live so I can react live to whatever I find out. I found around 8ish. Yeah, that's when I found out. Paid basic access that offers low level of API usage and access to ads API for $100 monthly fee. I don't think that has anything to do with us. So a new form of free access will be introduced as this is extremely important to our ecosystem, limited to tweet creation of up to 1,500 tweets per month. Did you hear what I just say? Per month. We went from 2,400 a day to 1,500 a month when you have a free account. For a single authenticated user token, including logging with Twitter. I'm always logged in, so I don't know if that affects me at all, but whatever. Also on February 13th, by the way, if you're going to tweet 1,500 tweets a month, that means you have about 50 tweets a day you're capable of sending. And like I mentioned yesterday, ever since he took over, I maybe tweet 30, 40 tweets a day. So I'm inside the 50s. So it doesn't affect me. But also on February 13, we will deprecate the premium API. If you're subscribed to premium, you can apply for enterprise to continue using these endpoints. If you know what that means, please let me know because I asked yesterday and nobody knew. This is a new chapter for the Twitter API to increase quality, reduce spam, and enable a thriving ecosystem. We appreciate your patience as we implement these changes, and we can't wait to see what you build next. Stay tuned for more information on continued Twitter API access. Needless to say, we all sat there like, what does that mean for us? And somebody called Game Dev Micah or Mika, I don't know. I'm sorry, dude. Yo, it's $8 to like and retweet. Free means views only. Get with it. Twitter API. Pay up. I'm gonna show you. I closed it so I can't show it to you. Hold on. I want to show you the actual meme that he used because I thought that meme was funny. This is the meme that he used. Wait, that's the video. That's not the thing. Hold on. Is that the video? No, that's the one. I thought that was funny. So I have no clue what the heck that meant. And this is why I was telling you that I wanted to do this through StreamYard, but I got here too late. Because my next action would be, since everybody is using hashtag Twitter API, and by the way, that's on the bio of Twitter development. Twitter API. Twitter puts its developer community website behind a login after announcing new API pricing. So I don't think that affects us at all. The new Twitter API announcement sets a price for the basic API, tiers, and bots. However, there is still no clarity around academic research. Researchers and journalists depend on this data to spot trends around hate speech or misinformation on the platform. Bot owner here, I think people mostly know, but yes, this bot will stop working when the Twitter API update goes into effect. If there's any changes that allow me to keep it up, then I will, but as of now, I will stop on February 9th. Sorry. Somebody put something on a language that I can't understand and they quoted what I just quoted. Twitter API pricing is wild. It says, per choose level of usage. Total requests per month up to 500 is $149. So this is obviously for corporations that are, couldn't come at a worse time. Most analysts and programmers that are building apps and functions for Turkey earthquake aid and relief and are literally saving lives are reliant on Twitter API. Any limit structure architecture change will make everyone's life difficult. Now, on December 18, 2022, Apartheid Clyde said, going forward, there will be a vote for major policy changes. My apologies, won't happen again. I went to see if there's been any inkling of what's actually going to happen with the Twitter API tomorrow, and it turns out they've simply taken down the entire development community, the community forums. Okay. So I am assuming, and I may be wrong, but I'm assuming that doesn't affect us personally. Okay. I do know that it stands to reason that has something to do with the drop yesterday. And you might be wondering why I'm saying this. Well, because Instagram also had a drop. And when I was able to post on Instagram, there was a message. I'm trying to find the screenshot because I did save it. I was writing to somebody and it said, and this is a personal message, which is why I'm not showing you a lot. Let me show it from there. But if you see, there is a message from Instagram. Did this conversation support your business goals? Keep in mind, I have a personal account. As far as I know, Aviddiva is not a business account. Your response helps. Meta offers more relevant advertising opportunities. Why would I get something like that on a private message unless they are tweaking the system to send advertising to your personal DMs? Now, I do believe people were having issues with YouTube as well. I didn't have issues with YouTube, so I didn't save a screenshot. But there are two things that you have to understand that happened yesterday, which make this all the more interesting. Thing number one, yesterday, the Republican Party, I believe, was having a hearing because they wanted to use the famous Twitter files from one a party, Clyde, to prove that the Democratic Party was messing with Twitter. Okay. And for those of you who happen to be either Republican, Libertarian, whatever, let me explain something to you because I really hate it when people fall for the narrative instead of doing their own research. I've been on Twitter since 2009. I have two accounts on Twitter. One of them is Aviddiva, the other one is Metamorphosis Rocks. Metamorphosis Rocks is a lot younger than Aviddiva. I've had Aviddiva the entire time. In fact, Aviddiva used to have my name. Let me be very clear when I explain this. I've had a lot of friends throughout the years that have had their accounts taken off the system. Some of them have been able to return under a different account because they use a different API. Some of them never returned. They went back to Facebook or Instagram or whatever. I have had a lot more left leaning people be kicked out of the platform than right leaning people. So, this whole idea that the Republicans are being targeted specifically is a lie. The president of the United States decided to use his personal account as the presidential account, and that made it problematic, and this is all my theory, for Twitter to knock him out when he started breaking terms of service, because he is the president of the United States. And even though First Amendment right of free speech does not apply to any private business, I'm pretty sure they were in a situation with damn if you do, damn if you don't, because he is the president of the United States at the time, even though he was breaking every possible term of service I can imagine. Okay. When January 6th happened, they took him down because number one, he was no longer the president. Number two, he was inciting people. Now, because they took him down, that has been the big thing that the Republicans have used to claim that Republicans are being unfairly treated by Twitter. Mind you, people like David Duke have an account. The Proud Boys had accounts. Every single organization of theirs had an account. And every person attacking Twitter on how they were being mean to the right wing, all of them were saying it on Twitter. So obviously they were not taken down just because they were right wing. Okay? This is why I've always said that religion and politics mess with your head by lying to you to your face, and you need to start doing research and finding out whether or not they're lying to you or not. I have had countless friends that have lost their account and they were all Democrats. I have had several friends that were because they no longer are Republican, and they have also lost their accounts. There is no, and ironically, since 2009, I've never lost my account. And you know why I've never lost my account? Because I haven't broken terms of service. It is what it is. Now, does that mean that I haven't been to Twitter? Well, actually, I haven't been to Twitter jail either, so I don't know. I have tried to stay away from very problematic people because I know there are certain communities that are in the habit of mass flagging an account to have it taken down. Now, the average person doesn't fight that because they don't want to give their identity or whatever. Let me explain something to you. My lawyer left Puerto Rico. She's in the States now. If I get in trouble in any social media because, not because I broke terms of service, because if I broke terms of service, it is what it is. But if I get mass flagged on any platform in the United States, you're damn right I'm gonna press charges against whoever it is. Because you're going after my money. And that's not gonna happen. If more people were able to do that, I can guarantee you mass flagging wouldn't be a thing anymore. But there's two reasons why mass flagging is the thing. Number one, not everybody has a lawyer that can get involved in this stuff. And number two, and more importantly, some people like to play victim and cry until a bigger YouTuber or Twitter or whatever finds their story and tries to help them out because it's easier that way. Now, in YouTube, there is a completely different animal, and it's this whole thing about giving your personal information to the person that took you down. I have a big problem with that. But when it comes to Twitter and all other social media, you'll need to stop mass flagging people. I was mass flagged because a big account quote tweeted me. And that's why, in the last, ever since he came and took over the accounts, Twitter, I have, as angry as some people have made me, I have very rarely answered back. Yes, today or yesterday, I don't remember. I was sick as a dog and I saw some things and I was like, yeah, no. And I answered them. But on the average, the way I used to do 4 or 5 years ago, I don't anymore, precisely because of mass flagging. Because I always saw this as an income possibility and I didn't want my accounts to drop just because some idiot decided that they didn't like what I said about them and they were going to mass flag me. And we all know that even though I stay the hell away from all problematic people, I have been attacked in the past. So that had a lot to do with my decision. Now, if I had a big account, the story would be different because it would be very easy to justify getting my account back because I'm making money for whatever platform I'm talking about. But I don't have big accounts. People with smaller accounts are at a higher risk of losing their accounts simply because it's not economically, strategically speaking, it's not economically intelligent to knock them out. Another reason why I'm pretty sure they didn't want to knock out Trump. Then again, I didn't save them because again, I didn't want to get into that kind of topic. But if you go and you look, and I do believe his account is back up, Donald Trump's. If you go and you look at Donald Trump's account in the last few months, the interactions on that account, meaning considering that he had, I don't know how many people he has on the account, like how many people follow him. But I do remember at one point he had, I don't know, 20 million, and he would get 150 per tweet or something like that. And I was like, that doesn't make sense, which of course bolsters the idea. Thank you for recognizing me. I only have to try that 3 times. Um, it bolsters the idea that he had bots in the account. Okay, so I just want to confirm for you people, just so you don't think I'm crazy, that I do not have that man on my feed. You are correct. He has 87.6 million followers, so that's 88 million. Now, keep in mind that the last tweets that he did, which were on January 8th, had a lot of, because of course, January 6th. January 6th is full of things that had a lot of reaction. But still, think about this for a second. And I'm not wrong. I'm going to give you an example. I'm trying to find one that he wrote. Okay, let's look at this one. He gets more Republicans fight. This was on January 6th, by the way, at 12:43 a.m. And he had 95,000 likes. The man has 88 million people and he only has 97,000 likes. Don't you think that sounds a little weird? I'm trying to see how many comments it had, but it's not telling me. Hold on. No, it doesn't tell me. It just says that it has 15,000 retweets, 1,845 quote tweets. It doesn't tell me how many comments. The freaking idiot took that part down. But I'm trying to find, because I remember I screenshot them because I was like, wow, that's kind of low. Yeah, everything that has to do with January 6th it blew up for some reason. Okay, I'm going to just go like this and try to get out of January 6th. My God, he did tweet a lot. I think those rules were for him. Because Jesus Christ, dude, shut up. I'm trying to find something that has, okay, this is the perfect example. There is a quote tweet from him, Women for America First. Breaking, Mitt Romney, Lisa Murkowski, and Pat Toomey all sign up for primary challengers. And he quote tweeted, said great. He had 49,000 likes, 7,762 retweets, and 461 quote tweets. This is an account with 88 million people. Okay? That's suspicious. That's weird. I need the blue. You know, I've always wanted that blue wig of hers. I'm not a big fan of her. I don't follow her a lot, but that meme with that wig, I was like, I love that wig. I'm trying to find not a quote tweet, but an actual, because he quotes a lot. Okay, here we go. This hold on. Okay, on this one you can see how many. Wait, was I reading that wrong? Oh shit, I was. Yeah, I was reading that wrong. Okay, my bad. Something how. Okay, just remember I'm quoting the man, so I'm reading it exactly like he wrote it. Something how Dr. Fauci is revered by the lamestream media as such a great professional, having done, they say, such an incredible job, yet he works for me and the Trump administration, and I am in no way given any credit for my work. Gee, could this just be more fake news? And it has 44,000, almost 45,000 comments, 25,000 retweets, and 137,000 likes. No, I did not read it wrong. That's the old system right here. Okay. I'm going to open it to see if I get to see. Yeah. He had 19,000 retweets and 6,264 quote tweets. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say here. What I'm trying to say here is that for an account with 88 million, this is extremely low. Even 137,000 likes. You do understand. Let me do the math just so we make I want to make the whole point. 137. Oh shit, I opened the wrong thing. 137,000. I'm doing it wrong, ain't I? Yeah, I am. 88 million divided by 137,000 likes. I did it wrong, didn't I? I was supposed to do it the other way around. That means 1 in 642 people. Yes? Let me do it the other way around. 137,000 divided. I don't know what I'm trying to prove. Oh, yeah, I know what I'm trying to prove. I'm trying to give you a percentage. Why is my brain not working? Jesus Christ. So let me multiply this by 100 so you can see the percentage. No, I did that wrong too. Hold on. Let me do it again. I did that wrong too. 137,000 likes divided by 88 million people. It's not even 1%. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Why do I know that? Because if you change it to percent, it would be 15%. 15%. How is it that you do it? No. No, it wouldn't even be 15%. It would be less than 1%. It would be about 1%. 1.55682%. Why? Why am I going? Look, I'm not getting monetized on a ton of stuff. If people want to support me, that's what the link tree is on the top. Because I don't care about monetization anymore. I need people to support me when they can, and if they cannot support me with money, they can share the stream. They can share videos. They can do whatever they need to do. Share shorts, share videos, because money is not going to happen for me through YouTube because we cannot talk about these things. But he's not the only one. Let me be very clear. He's not the only Twitter user that has millions of subscribers. I'm using him as an example because the way this works, and by the way, this is not just the Republicans. The Democrats do the same crap. In fact, let's do it with the Democrats. Let's look at President Biden's tweets. Let's compare them, because I can guarantee you it's the same shit over there too. President Biden has 29 million followers, okay? So let's say 30. And an hour ago, he posted, I know that for a lot of Republicans on the Hill, their dreams is to cut Social Security and Medicare. Well, let me say this. If that's your dream, I'm your nightmare. It has 30,000 likes, 4,330 retweets. Oh, I'm reading this wrong. 1,611 quotes and 2.5 million views. I'm not making this up, by the way. But this is an hour ago, so that's not a fair. It's not a fair comparison. Let me go ahead and let it go. Oh shit! I know. No, don't get out. Let me go like a little further down to a tweet that is not from the last couple weeks, because it's not fair to compare it when Trump's tweets are from 2 years ago. Let's look at this one, February 1st, because that's not moving as much, okay? This is a perfect example. So you have February 1st, 2023, our administration stepped up to end hidden junk fees that cost Americans, from convincing most airlines to rebook canceled flights for free to pushing banks to ditch overdraft and bounce check fees. We're building a fair economy. It has 1,604 comments, 1,471 retweets, 6,964 likes, and 766,000 views. This is a person that has 30 million followers. I'm sorry, let me put it a little higher for you guys to see. So why are the numbers so low? You want to know why the numbers are so low? Because I'm going to tell you. First of all, I would say 50% of the people that follow any person, especially politicians, but most people that are like in a certain level of celebrity status, let's call it celebrity status, 50% of people hate them. So they're not going to have anything nice to say. They're probably going to take a screenshot and trash talk them behind their backs. That's one reason. Reason number two, there's nobody that's going to convince me that 20% of all the followers for both sides are bots. Absolutely. be it because they're gathering information and the bot's purpose is to save the screenshots for later, be it because it's just a bot because somebody thought it would be funny to put bots under his account, be it that it's fake accounts that are purchased for the purpose of making somebody look better than they are. But I can guarantee you about 20% of those are bots. My conspiracy, allegedly. Okay. The other reasons why there's not a lot of activity, yeah, he might have 30 million subscribers and Trump might have 88 million subscribers. But because of the way the system is operating at this particular moment, how many people do you really think will see Biden's post? If I'm not mistaken, I follow Biden. Don't I follow Biden? I usually follow whoever is the president. Crap. I don't see it. So give me a second. Oh, here we go. I am following him. Okay. You want me to tell you how many of his tweets I've seen? The ones I'm seeing now because I opened the account up. I haven't seen any. And if you look at it, it's not telling you that I have it muted or anything like that. So it's not like I have it muted and that's why I don't see his tweets. I never see his tweets. I rarely see his tweets. Okay? Is that weird? No. Because right now, the way Twitter is operating, what we get is a lot of promotional crap. Let me show you my feed so you understand that I'm not joking about this. Don't even have to. Okay. This is where I open it. Okay. Person I know. Crap. Person I know. Advertising. Person I know. Advertising. Person I know. Person I know. Person I know. Advertising. Person I know. Person I know. Most of these are like accounts that I might or might not follow. Advertising. Advertising. Okay. And if you go, I'm going to pick a random person that might have more than. I'm trying to find somebody that has more than one comment. Oh, that's another thing. I don't know if you noticed this, but my friends or the people that I follow have one comment. One comment or no comments. Or no comments. One comment. Okay. Now I'm trying to find something with several. Okay, there's something here that has 16 comments to see if I can prove the other point. No, this one didn't have it. Well, that's weird. Usually, the reason why I open it is because usually the third comment is an advertising. So I'm trying, but that person, never mind. That person is a check mark. So I guess, oh no, they do it two check marks. So that girl Shay XO has a post, and what's the third thing you see? It's an advertisement. I don't know about you, but I'm sick of them. And maybe the reason why I don't see as many is because every time I find an advertising, I go ahead and I block the account. So eventually, if they don't get any new advertisers, I'm gonna run out of accounts to block. And let me make it very clear for the accounts that I'm blocking. I'm not ever going to shop with you if you're advertising on this particular era of massive advertising on a social media platform. There's a place and a time to do this, and that's not it. It's the same reason why I rarely go to Facebook, because I'm sick of the advertising. Do I understand that they need to make money? Absolutely. Is there a place and a time for it? Absolutely. In my comments on a tweet that I post, it's not the place for it. If you want to leave it on the main page like everybody else, I don't have a problem with that. But if you're going to, and one thing that I want to say, for the short time that I had Twitter Blue, I mean, not Twitter Blue. Yeah, Twitter Blue. I had Twitter Blue, but back then it didn't have the blue check mark. I had it for a few months and I still saw all the advertising. One of the things that they said was that I was not going to see advertising. They lied, because I saw advertising. So the idea that I can pay a few dollars and not have to watch the stupid ads is a lie. And that doesn't mean that other social media doesn't have that, by the way, because let me be very clear, and I'm taking a minute because I'm changing accounts, because I don't want people on what feels like my personal account at times. Okay. That's a post. The next thing is an advertising on Instagram. A post, a post, a post. Is that an advertisement? Yep, that's an advertisement. So you get 3 or 4 posts and an advertising. Is that an advertisement? Technically is an advertising that I sign up for because I follow that account. But you see what I'm saying? There's a way to do that, but it's not posting it on my freaking. If I answer somebody, I don't want to see 300 advertisements on the replies. It is what it is. At the end of the day, I understand that social media wants to make money. I'm aware that they all went greedy because it is what it is. I would love to have an experience with a social media that, other than sponsorships to the people that are posting, which means they will create their own advertising, you didn't have to see and you might be saying, well, how are they going to make money? Well, it's very simple. If you have a professional account, even if it's $3 a month, you charge them, and then let the rest of the people have the regular accounts. I wouldn't mind paying $3-4 a month for an account, and I can create my own advertising for my own products on my own page, on my own feed. But to watch people that I know have an account that rarely ever posts, but they are there so that they can plug their crappy fucking merchandise, that I have a problem with. That's why I pay for Premiere for YouTube, so I don't have to watch commercials. And they still gonna get money because the whole point is to make money for the platform, not for the companies. The companies will make money or not based on whether people care about their advertising or not. Now, as far as the whole greedy mess that this apartheid Clyde did, I don't know what to tell you. I know he ruined Twitter. And I'm wondering if that's not part of the whole thing. Another conspiracy for you guys. The possibility that he did ruin it on purpose, because if you notice, half the people are going to post, half the people are going to Spoutable, half the people are just keeping whatever they have. And so you don't have a centralized place where pretty much everybody congregates to find out information. Only one problem with that theory. MySpace, Facebook, Twitter. This already happened 2 times before. There's going to be one of these new ones, Post, Spoutable, Mastodon, whoever. One of those is going to come out on top, and in a year or so, if Twitter dies, everybody's going to move to that one because they're going to want to have a presence there. Right now, I open an account in Post, and I am about to open an account in Spoutable, which considering what you're about to watch on the video that I'm about to post, makes no sense because I just said that I was going to consolidate my audience. That is true. But it's also true that I need to make sure that I have my name on those apps. Because if those apps rise, I need to have my account already and not have to fight somebody to buy my own name. It is what it is. And if you have a business or you're considering to promote somebody's business or you're working for somebody, that would be the advice I would give them. Get your account for free right now with your name so you don't have to fight it off a year from now if that is the one that picks up. It is what it is. I'm going to go now because my leg is beginning to tell me that it wants to stab me in the middle of the night, and I don't want to wake up again and get 3 more hours of sleep and then be a zombie tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're going to have a live stream at 4 p.m. It is going to be through StreamYard so that I can show you my screen. and I can show you, and we can have some fun with whatever food, junk, decorating. Please make sure that you visit the community. I am posting there every day, everything from stupid stuff to like videos I'm watching and whatnot. And please don't forget to support the channel. I don't care if it's watching videos, commenting on videos, sharing videos. If, of course, you have $1, you can donate it or can tip it, whatever you prefer. All the links are on the link tree, which is at the top, and it's also on the information box. Just support the channel, and not just me. Support anybody that you watch, even if you don't have money. Share their content. That's one of the reasons why I decided to start sharing. Even big creators, okay, share their content. They're busting their ass for us. The least we can do is share their content. And if you don't have money, that's the best way you can support somebody, is by sharing, commenting, subscribing. All of it helps. Every little thing helps. Right now, we want to have a lot of new things. The only way we can get a lot of new things is if we keep supporting our creators. And I do mean us mom and pop shops. I'm not talking about ABC and CBS. You can support them if you want to, but they already have money. Support the people that are creating content for you. Thanks for watching. Bye.